In this video, we're going to go through the notes preferences. All right, so my preferences. Coming up to the bar at the top, click on the menu with your name on it, and then go to My Preferences. And then click on the icon strip so you can see the menu and come to Document Note. And I'll just collapse it. About notifications, how do you want to be notified? Via email or only notification on the dashboard, which means it'll just be in the bell, or both? I can't really see why anyone would only want a notification on the dashboard, so I'm guessing you'd pick email or both. And notify me when the following entities create or save a note. Yeah, I can't quite remember what this is about. I know that for Client Portal, there's some setup that needs to be done for notifications. But yeah, at the moment, I can't quite remember what these three things are about. What I like to do when I'm on a really long screen is collapse the panels as I go, okay? And that's so that by the time I get to the end, I remember to click on save because I can still see the save button. You don't have to do it that way. I just like doing it that way. For the advisor interface, the default view is the client view. Now, you might say, no, I want it to default to partner or both or all. So I'll say both just so you can see. I don't think anyone's using IMAP anymore. And then here, printing. So would you like each note to be on a separate page if you generate a PDF? So let's say no, so I can show you what that looks like. And then would you like to allow adjustment on save? So you can manually set the time spent editing a note. So let's just say yes so that you can see what it looks like. And then click on save. And it's been saved. So if I had all my panels expanded, and if I had a small laptop screen, then I just have to remember to scroll up and press save. Okay, so remember to click on save. Let's go back to the client record. Here we are, notes. And let's go through it one by one. The entity selector now defaults to both. Before that, it always defaulted to the client. You can't really see any difference with the notify me. It just changes in the background. What else did we do? We did the notes generating into PDF. So if I like select all, drop down, generate PDF, and download it. There you can see the notes are running after each other. You might be thinking, when would I ever need to use this? But when I was working, I was actually requested to send all notes relating to a policy back to the provider. And so I did actually have to, use the filter, filter down to that provider and that particular policy, and then generate all the notes and email it off. So I guess once in a blue moon, you will need to do this. And then I wanted to show you what happens now that I can edit the time. So when I edit a note, even though it took me 10 seconds to write a sentence, perhaps filled in updated form and sent it off, maybe it took me 45 minutes to actually fill in the document. So now when I click save and close, it'll want to know how much time do I want to log in minutes. So if I took 2 hours, I should say 120 minutes and then go OK. So the use case is if your practice is logging time and billing on time, just like an accountant or a lawyer. So I know it's probably not super common, but there are practices that bill based on time. And so this is how they're logging time taken, or one of the ways they're logging time taken. The other reason may be that as an investigative continuous improvement initiative, your practice is trying to find out how long does everything take, like the whole initial client procedure, how long on average does it take? So maybe for the next 3 months, you say, hey guys, I know it's really difficult, but can we all log time for 3 months? And we can try and get an average of how long things take. Can we be more efficient? Are we profitable? And that kind of stuff. So maybe that's another reason why you'd temporarily use it, as opposed to billing when everyone would actually be using it. So my thing is, don't turn this on, or don't ask all the staff to turn this on if you're never going to look at it. Because what are you torturing staff for? To every time they save a note, they have to log time, and you're not ever, ever, ever going to look at it? It's something that you'd ask people to do if you're actually going to do something with the data. All right, so I'm going to probably change my preferences back because I like to keep things as default as possible when I'm doing training videos, but I hope that was useful. I definitely, when I was working, kind of preferred to see the entity selector as both, but it's up to you what your preferences are. So yeah, please share this video if it's been useful, and I'll see you in the next notes video. Yes, there's even more we can talk about notes.